Hey, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of Fridays are for Friends. I'm here with an incredible artist, Jade. You just performed your single, Too Much. Can you tell us about the story behind that single?
Yes, that's a super duper special song to me. I feel like I'm gonna say that about every song, but I really like this one just because I feel like it's very relatable. I feel like, did you listen to the song?
Of course.
Okay, just making sure. I guess we just did a video. But you know, like the feeling of just like feeling like your emotions are just shameful. I just don't like that. I don't like that. I think if you have a natural way of loving someone, it shouldn't be seen as a flaw. And I feel like the whole song kind of envelops that. It just talks about like just feeling like you're too much, and maybe not even that you're not good enough, but maybe you know that you are, and you just have this like self-doubt in you. And so the whole song kind of just talks about how, you know, you're too much in a relationship, or you're too much that person thinks you're too much. And then you're kind of just like, okay, well, I guess I should probably just take a minute because this isn't really adding up for me anyways.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And you were born in Milwaukee and raised just outside of Toronto. How did those places shape you as a person and also your identity as an artist?
I was born in Milwaukee and I lived there for a year. And then I moved to Flint, Michigan, and I spent 15 years there. In a little bubble, but I was still in Flint. And so I actually spent a lot of my early years in Flint. And then when I was 15, I personally moved to Canada, GTA area, which is Greater Toronto area. And that's when I moved near Toronto. So that, Milwaukee really didn't have anything to do with my upbringing at all. I go back there to see family and stuff, but I don't really know too much even about the culture there. I feel like I was in Flint until I was 15, so I feel like I have experiences, spending time with my family and meeting new people. And I lived at this gorgeous conference center, so I was able to meet people from all over the world. And I feel like that had me very open to learning about different diversities and cultures and everything like that. So when I found out I could move to Toronto for school, I was like, oh my God, I did research on Toronto, and I was like, oh my God, this place is so diverse. I want to learn about it. I want to live there. I want to be a part of it. So that's kind of, I know you didn't ask why I moved to Toronto, but that whole integration from Flint to Toronto shaped a lot about me, because I was like, okay, I want to be independent. Okay, I want to do music. I want to be by myself when I do it, so I really learn about who I am. And I feel like that's what really shaped my music, is because I got to leave so early at such a young age to a different country for real. And really learn myself, go through different experiences, see different things, experience different heartbreaks and friendships. And I don't know, it was a wonderful experience. So I feel like that move really did a lot. And then also living in Canada and just like hopping from city to city also really like allowed me to be the person I am today.
Yeah. So you've cited Jadeee, Adele, and India.Arie as some of your inspirations. I guess what specific qualities from each of those artists show up into your music today?
Jadeee has like this very quiet power about her. And I love that. I absolutely think that is one of the most beautiful things that you can see from a musician. It's not about like how intense something is, not about even really how talented someone is. It's really just about this unique and like quiet nature that they bring, and they can like captivate a room. I think that's just an amazing quality of any artist. Adele's lyrics are just beautiful. How she talks about heartbreak, the emotional depth she goes in her songs. I just think it's super relatable, and it's just, she has a lot of power in her voice, That's an amazing artist. India.Arie, I think I was really young when I was listening to her, so it's not like I was going through like some traumatic heartbreak or anything, but she definitely has these healing qualities about her. And I've always really admired that about her songs, and even how she speaks. I just think she's a very, very strong woman, and you can hear it in her music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you recently performed at Eddie's Attic. What was that experience like for you?
That was amazing. That was probably my favorite ever place to perform. There's something so magical about walking in that place and knowing that history was made there. You know what I mean? So, and being in a room where people actually go to listen to music, like they either turn their phones off, they're not talking to their friend, they're actually there for the whole like performance experience. So that was amazing to be a part of. And Eddie's actually invited me to go. So it was just kind of like, oh my God, like wow, me. You know, it was a very humbling experience. It was very, very wonderful. It ended up being an amazing show. It was sold out. I had this amazing opener, 712, shout out to him. And yeah, it was just a great, great experience to have. And I hope to have a lot of other experiences that capture that vibe or whatever you want to call it, capture that glow that it kind of like, I feel like it gave me.
Yeah, no, we love Eddies around here, so.
Okay, so you get it.
Yeah, of course, of course. And your music was featured in a film. How was that experience?
That was a really cool experience. That was with a group of people that I still do dearly love to this day. It was really cool though. It was really cool. It was my first time working as like a group. I don't usually work with a lot of other people. Maybe I'll collab on something, but even that's quite independent, and then it's just sent in. So this was like my first like songwriting all together, melodies all together, what instrumental all together. Everything we did was decision making together. So that was a very good experience for me to have, and I did thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, I did thoroughly enjoy it. I got to go to the movie premiere. I got to be a part of all these writing sessions and stuff. So it was definitely something that I'm excited to keep doing in the future and continue.
Yeah, and your music feels very vulnerable and honest. What inspires that?
Vulnerable and honest?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just really how I be feeling. You know, I feel maybe people have a harder time writing it out or singing or making lyrics to it, but I feel like people, you know, let out emotion in a lot of ways, and that's how I let out my emotion is just through music. It's crazy. It literally feels like I'm throwing up. Okay, not physically.
Okay.
Not physically, y'all. But just like when I write, if I'm sad and I'm like able to like write it out or even like write it out, as soon as I start singing it or as soon as I just start freestyling it, I literally feel like something is lifted off my chest. Like throw up's crazy.
Crazy.
But it's real. It's the only physical sensation I can think of that matches that like emotion. It's just like, it just feels like it's just like, you know, coming out of me, and it just needs to happen. And I'm not saying it's cured after that, but I can get through my day and I'm okay.
Yeah. No.
And I don't even have to show it to anyone. It's just like I have to like sing it, and it has to come out, and it has to be very vulnerable when I am singing it, because then it's almost like the emotion's like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, I'll still be here some days, but I'm out of you now.
Yeah, no.
As weird as that sounds.
No, I feel that 100%.
Okay.
And looking forward to your future projects. What are you excited to explore?
In just music in general?
Yeah.
So much. I'm excited to be a part of certain ventures. I'm excited to be a part of certain tours. I'm excited for all the people that have been reaching out to me for the past year, 2 years, to collab with them. I'm excited for nominations. I'm excited for awards. I'm excited for experiences. I'm excited for videos. I'm excited to get better. I'm excited to improve. I think there's nothing to not be excited about.
Yeah. And the last thing is, after this interview, we want people to find your music.
Yeah.
So can you let them know where they can find that music?
My name, Jade. Jade with 3 E's. Jade with 3 E's. Jade, Jadeee. YouTube, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. I don't know the other ones. Deezer, that's one, right?
Yeah.
Deezer.
A lot of people use Deezer, I think.
Okay, period. Yes. You can just find it. You can find my Instagram I'm sure it'll be tagged in there. Actually, Jade. But yeah, that's where you find me. I also have a website. My name is jadewith3es.com.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us and performing.
Of course.
I'm so excited for people to hear your music.
Me too.
And excited to see where you go.
Thank you.
Of course. And thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Fridays Are for Friends. Peace.